The Anodize Remover kit consists of gloves, brushes, a DVD, the final coat, cleaner, aluminum polish, aluminum deoxidizer liquid, tape, and paper applicators. The first thing you can do is tape off the rubber. You don't really have to do that. This material will not affect the rubber. It's just that if you later on polish with the aluminum polish, you may get some of that on the rubber, and if it dries, it'll be white, and it'll be very hard to get off. So the first step here is to just bathe the area you want to remove the anodizing on over and over again. You don't need a lot. You need to have just the right amount so that it doesn't run, and keep brushing over it and over it until it becomes pure white. In these areas, like at the top that's not white, shows that the anodizing liquid has not penetrated the anodized coat yet. So keep brushing, and you can renew the liquid every now and then. You can dip it in, but very little. You just need to, in fact, you can kind of lightly scrub it back and forth to keep the action kind of even. And again, the goal is to get that area pure white, and when it is, that's when you can start polishing, and it'll come up to a nice shine. So there I'm scrubbing back and forth, and you can see it kind of speeds up the whitening process. That area, this strip is actually upside down to where it was on an original car, and you can see the anodizing, and you can see the anodizing is a little bit tougher. If yours is in bad shape, this process moves pretty quickly. If it's really in good shape, has not been deteriorated, then it'll take longer. So after it's turned pure white, you take the aluminum polish and just start polishing. What I normally do is probably 20-25 strokes. In other words, you dip it in the aluminum polish and then you stroke this. You can see here it's black. You stroke it for maybe 20-25 times and then get some more polish and do that again, and repeat that until the area is just very shiny. You can see it's starting to come up now a little bit, getting a little bit shinier. So again, you do this as many times as necessary to get it to really be shiny. You can see it's starting to come up now a little bit, getting a little bit shinier. So there you have it. That's the final coat here. What you do now is take your cleaner and clean off the wax from the aluminum polish. After that's done, you can take your final coat and invert that bottle probably 2 or 3 times to saturate the pad, and then do a single stroke. And just let it dry, and that'll seal it. We're going to go out to the junkyard now. We found this old Jaguar sitting out there, actually not so old, and we're doing a little application here. You can see that you don't have to mask this particular area here. I've gotten a little bit on the paint, and this does not hurt the paint whatsoever. It won't hurt the rubber. But again, if you just want to be sure, you can mask off and just be careful, but not really necessary. So again, as in the previous demonstration, you just keep stroking this until that area turns perfectly white. So there we have it. It's turning pure white. There are no dark spots in it. If you have little dark spots, that means that you have not removed the anodizing. Like at the very top of that strip, you can see that it's not quite done. But this is just a demonstration to show you that this does not have to run all the way down the side of your car when you're doing this. So then we do the polishing, again, 3-4 times, or as long as it takes to get it to be a real nice shine. Again, your cloth will turn black because you're down to the raw aluminum, which is, aluminum is kind of a soft, dirty metal. And there's your end result. Here we found another car here, which is, I think that first one was a BMW actually. This is an old Jaguar, and we'll just do the same demonstration here. You can see it's oxidized. This kit, of course, is that particular anodizing that we're looking at, or that oxidation on there, can be gotten off with our simple kit, which is it doesn't remove the anodizing. It just makes a nice end result. It takes the oxidation off. But if your strips are really far gone, deteriorated in other words, the only option is, or two options. You can either replace them, which is very expensive, or remove the surface anodizing on that, which we're doing right now. And it'll bring it down to the raw aluminum and polish it, seal it, and that's it. By the way, that's not a tattoo on my arm. It's just the stamp they give you when you go to the junkyard. But here we are, back down to polishing again. The area is pure white, and just do your polishing. 20-25 strokes, and then dip some more, polish, and keep polishing until it comes up shiny. That little taping at the bottom is sort of like a little gutter. You can do that, roll the tape so that in case you do drip anything on there, it'll catch it in there, but it's really not necessary. So there you have it. That's the final coat. Well, not the final coat, but that's the final result. It's very, very easy to do, and relatively inexpensive compared to redoing or replacing the strips. So that's it. If you have any questions, give us a call at 678-978-6995 or email us at mill1546@comcast.net.